boys and girls, welcome to BenchART. I'm for Classic, and for today what we do have in here it is Terminator Resistance. Well, this game it is developed by the Reef Entertainment. Oh my god, oh no. Reef Entertainment, in case you don't know, these guys are the developers behind Rambo, the video game, which is pretty much a shooter on rails, so you just need to point and shoot just like Virtual Co-op or the House of the Dead. A disaster entirely, and so it seems that they came up with this new game called Terminator the Resistance. I'm not really sure where these guys are getting the license to perform video games based on movies, but somebody please stop giving license to these guys. No, okay, it's fine. I will talk about the game eventually, but first let's start with what you did come here for. So I'm running the game with 60% of resolution scaling with the lowest settings possible, alright? Despite that, well, the game doesn't run pretty bad. So the requirements are completely above and beyond what we have in here, so we don't meet the minimum requirements as expected. And so, despite I am playing with 60% of resolution scaling, I decided to test with 50% on the first level, and the average was 50 frames per second with a 1% low of 31. So that's why I believe that you can play, at least the levels that I have tested, you can play with 60% of resolution scaling. It is not very different than 50 I mean, but still it is slightly more sharper than what you have on 50. So with these results the game never did drop from the 30 frames per second. But although I do notice some stuttering happening from time to time. I'm not sure if it is the VRAM or simply the CPU. Graphic card, it is not for sure related with the stuttering aside from VRAM. So what can I tell about this this Terminator Resistance? Well, yeah, Reef Entertainment or Reef Team or Reef Studios, whatever the name you want to call the studio behind the game, had made one of the worst games I ever played, the Rambo the video game, like I did tell you. But still, I have to give them a big congratulations because they did improve a lot. They have gone from a straight on-rails shooter to a game which includes skill trees, includes decisions which can affect the people around you. It has an RPG element which you can evolve. You can evolve stealth, lockpicking. Actually, the lockpicking minigame, it seemed that it was kind of stolen from Skyrim, but I'm fine with that because this game includes a lot of stuff into this game, including big maps with a lot of secondary objectives and stuff like this which you can use to open the doors. So there are a lot of stuff to be found in these maps which make it quite interesting. But although not all the thing it is good, and what is the worst about this game, it is its campaign, which is all this game has to offer. So the atmosphere of the game, it is absolutely great, especially the first level. You feel a very strong atmosphere and this is quite good. But when I started this second level, this is where you can see what the game it is about. This open world, small maps where you can traverse are not fun at all. It is fun to uncover and loot stuff in order to discover the maximum stuff you can and put your skill tree to the test. But I mean, the enemies are really easy to dominate and I'm not really finding any challenge, whatever if you are going with the maximum difficulty or not, and all the robots seems to be placed always near a can of plasma ready to blow up and kill them. So it's not interesting, guys. I mean, this team literally evolved a lot from that Rambo video game to this, but they failed to create a compelling campaign. They have everything. They have skill trees, they have lockpicking, they have absolutely everything that all the entire games now have, but they failed with the campaign. Campaign is uninteresting. It is forgettable. So if you are going to play this game, I'm just going to assume you are a fan of Terminator, and for that I can say that probably this is the best game that represents the movies Alright, it is probably the best game you can get for the Terminator series, but as a game, it hasn't too much to offer. Despite contains all this stuff, all these skill trees, all these archives and stories and decisions you can make with the characters, because you talk to characters and you need to choose the answer, and the answer will affect, will have consequences, life is strange style. But still, nonetheless, the core, the thing that really matters in this game, fails entirely. So they mastered a ton of stuff, but they did fail on the campaign, on the enemies, on the challenge that this game should have been entirely, which is quite disappointing. Nonetheless, this game costs $39.99 on Steam, and I'm pretty sure you can get it cheaper on any other place on the internet. I would say that for the release price, they probably should have priced the game at $29.99. I think this would be the correct price for this game, but probably the licenses of movies are not cheap at all, so I do understand the $39.99. But nonetheless, it is not a price that I do recommend you to pay for this game. Wait for a sale, and probably the game will be worth for you, especially if you are a fan of Terminator. I'm pretty sure you are going to enjoy it. The first level was absolutely great, but the next ones you will see that the game will be more and more of the same. This is a campaign to 8 to 10 hours, so it's a small campaign. Games like this with small campaigns usually have nice story, story full of action and moments which you will remember for years. And this game, the moments that you're going to get in this game won't be lasting one single week. That's the point. Alright guys, so that's all that I want to talk about Terminator. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the gameplay. It will be big, this video, so hope you keep enjoying the rest of it, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
An attack order signed by Commander Baron, and it's only from a couple of days ago. Are you there?
Yeah? Did you find anyone?
Not yet. I'm going to the second spot. Maybe they're there.
Whatever.
Dog? What are you doing here, boy? I know a kid that'd take care of you. Come on.
Hey, fuckhead, your radio's on. Was I supposed to hear that? Fucking creep. Look at that. It kinda looks like you. Shame you're not staying with us much longer. We'd be great friends. You bring out the best insults in me. That plasma storage ain't a promising sign. Don't you guys usually destroy them on sight? Buckhead. I saw some movement in the factory.
Resistance?
Nah, it looked like a scavenger. We aren't too far from our new hideout. Maybe it's the guy who lives there. You know what? I think I'll introduce myself. The least I can do for leaving us all those resources? Shit. I might even give him a thank you card. You keep looking.
Guards. Not a good sign. A map. Let's see. Looks like they were keeping an eye on an old university hospital not far from here.